So why is setting boundaries with our parents different from setting boundaries with others? It is different because when we are growing up, we tend to do whatever we can to get our parents' love and approval because we depend on them for our survival. So, whether it is out of a fear of abandonment or because we are scared of them being angry with us, we do whatever we can to please them so that we can get their love, approval, and validation, even if we don't really want to do those things. But as adults, it is essential for us to change those behavioral patterns and to become our own person. You deserve to be respected as an adult by everyone, including your parents and relatives. You need to respect yourself enough so that you don't put their needs before your own. It is not your job to please them or to fulfill all their expectations. As a child, you might have had to do that to get their love and approval, but you don't have to do that anymore. In Indian and South Asian societies, parents and elders in general don't treat young people as autonomous adults, and so they don't react very well to boundaries. But remember that you do need to set those boundaries for your own good and have your parents and relatives respect them, even if they don't agree with your views or acknowledge your needs. It is very important for us to individuate from our parents and family once we grow up. It is one thing to be close to your family and another to allow them to define your identity. You are not an extension of your parents or family. You are an adult woman, and so you should not just share their views, opinions, ideas, beliefs, likes, or dislikes without thinking for yourself and coming to your own conclusions about things. And if your views are different or conflicting from theirs, then you don't need to hide them in order to make yourself agreeable to your parents or relatives, or even feel guilty about having different views. Remember that you don't need to seek their validation to feel worthy. There is nothing wrong with having your own views, and so don't disrespect yourself by hiding them. When it comes to saying no, don't over explain yourself. So, if you don't want to do something or go somewhere, or if you don't agree with something, it is enough for you to just say no. Trying to give excuses out of the fear of upsetting your parents or your family means that you are putting their feelings above your own. It is good to respect elders, but you must not allow them to make decisions for you. Remember that as an adult woman, you have every right to make your own decisions and choices. When you start asserting your boundaries, your parents might not like it because A, those boundaries are unfamiliar and hence uncomfortable for them, and B, your parents, especially if they are Indian or South Asian, tend to think that boundaries are a way of challenging their authority, which they assume they will have over you no matter how old you are, because of the hierarchical structure of our societies. Now, this might result in anger, judgment, criticism, and accusations of you being disrespectful towards them or not being a good child. Don't participate in that drama. Choose silence and stay calm. Other people's opinions of you don't define you. You know who you are, and so if you are accused of something that you know is not true, you don't need to react to that. Remember that there are as many points of view as there are people, and so we can't please everyone, but what we can do is to agree to disagree. You can either listen to your heart and do what feels right to you, or you can put other people's happiness above your own and do what they ask you to do. Whether it is tradition or societal norms, your family and society in general will always find reasons why you should not follow your heart. It is out of the fear of judgment and abandonment that people often sacrifice their own happiness for those reasons. But you must not make that mistake. You must choose to break those patterns. You must choose yourself. And remember that this is not an act of rebellion or an attempt to prove something to your parents or relatives. In fact, having boundaries means that you are mature enough to make choices and have views that are rooted in who you are as a person, instead of using your choices and views to elicit a certain positive or negative response from your parents. Your life is not about ensuring that your parents approve of who you are being. It is about being who you are without any guilt. Remember that your love and respect for your parents should not stop you from loving and respecting yourself. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Other than that, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.